Hey guys, in this video we're going to show you how to turn $4,400 into $15K in just one trade. So here it is. We're going to buy some puts on TLRY. We're going to buy 44 of them. Just announced earnings yesterday. We think there is a reversal coming in. So we're going to buy, let's see if we can get hopefully an order filled at 105 here. 44 of them. Come on, let's get this done. Okay, can't get it filled at that. Let's see if we can get 44 filled at this price here, 103. Now we're going to have to go just a little bit less here. Get 43 at, okay, perfect, 0.9. Let's see if we can do that. It's moving higher now. As you can see, it's up a couple of dollars, but we're actually trying to buy puts. What we want to do, buy puts, 0.9. Let's see if we can get successful execution here. Got to be able to buy those. Come on. Okay, done. So we bought 43 of those. I'm going to try to buy some more. We got 528 available. Let's try to buy some more, maybe 5 more. Buy 5 more. 6 more at 5 more at 99. That's fine. Let's do it. Okay, done. So we got, now we own 48 TLRY puts. It's currently trades at, well, 74 bucks. We bought them $4 out of the money, so these 70 puts in the calculation, it can actually reverse and hit a level of maybe 65. So we're going to set a limit order to sell some of these. Create closing order. We're going to sell half of the position when it hits about $3. Like, let's set it half of the position at 2.9. So that'll give us a credit for 69.60. Confirm, send, and then we're going to set the other half of the position. Okay, so the trade starts going our way. As you can see, we're making 487 bucks. The account went from 4,400 to 5 grand while I'm still trying to set these limit orders here. So, all right, up 727. So the reversal is happening. Create closing order. We're going to put 24. And guys, for those of you that watch my videos, like, I like to go in and set these limit orders right away as soon as I put on the trade. So the second half, we could sell it as much as 6.5. If that gets executed, that'll get us actually 15.6. Okay, there it is. So split the order. It's done all together. It would produce, if it gets executed the way I got it set right now, it would give us a profit of about 15 grand. So there it is. The stock is reversed. Remember when we were buying it was plus $2. Now it's unwinding. It's only plus 33 cents. We're expecting this to hit a level of 65 at some point between today and tomorrow. What you'll see is now the account is at 6,500. So while I've been basically putting these orders in the course of last couple of minutes, we're making 2 grand. Guys, if you do your calculations, if you study the charts, it is that simple. You can do this if you know how to calculate these things. If you'd like to learn how to do this, simply click the links below this video. Take the divergences course. Take the charts recognition divergences course so you can learn the details on how to identify opportunities like this. Okay, guys, now we're at 9:55 a.m. on March 18th, 2019. Just a quick follow-up on the trade. The account is at 6,907 grand. The stock is continuing to drop off, not as fast as I actually expected it, but it's working its way in the right direction. As you can see, this is how it looks on the chart. We got the limit order set to sell the 48 contracts that we've purchased. The only thing that changed since then is, you notice I had 26 bucks remaining. And I've actually utilized it to buy 1 more contract of TLRY. Now, it was way out of the money. It's a very low probability, but I think these unwind lower is going to come in. anytime in the next 24 hours. As you can see, when it announced earnings, it hit a low of 67.1. There's a high probability it will revisit that. And if it does revisit this level here of 67, it has a probability of actually breaking below that. Now, analyzing a longer time chart tells us it could drop to as low as 60. So in that case, buying this one contract, as you can see, I've added this one contract. I didn't have time to videotape it, but here it is, one. I bought it for 17 cents, and it's currently making $3, $4. Here it is.
Hey guys, I'm back here 1 hour and 38 minutes into the trade. Since we've taken the trade, the account is more than doubled, 96.05. The stock is hitting the lows for the day at $70.10. We're waiting for a big break lower. Looking at the accumulation distribution, some other things we're observing. That break should come in the next couple hours here. Boom, there it is. I think new low of the day at $70.03. The account is at 99.91. Again, to show you, we're still holding basically everything here. I'm watching Tesla. I've got some Tesla trades going at the same time in the other account. So we've got TLRY for the purpose of this trade. 48 puts. We're buying them at 90 cents, hour and 38 minutes ago. Currently they're worth 204, so we're making $5,400 here. We also utilized 26 bucks to just buy one put at 17 cents, and it is now worth 29 cents. So pretty much double that on such a small amount. I mean, it's a $12 profit. It is what it is. But bottom line, the trade is going in the right direction, so we don't panic. We stay monitoring the trade and the market conditions. We got the sell order split 24 and 24. So all we got to do is just keep being patient and waiting for the big break lower, like $3 lower. Targeting initially this level that was set after the earnings announcement of 67.1. So this is where we ultimately going to be closing the position partially and keeping the rest of the position for a break lower, possible unwind to below 65, going possibly to 60.11. So here it is. We'll update the trade in a little while.
Okay, guys, final few minutes before the market closes, about 20 seconds from the close here. We're finally getting the stock to do what we expected it to do. However, throughout the majority of the day, it just kind of stalled around that 70-71 range, and it just finally gave in the last few minutes. So there it is, the closing bell. It just finished at 69.79. So we're officially in the money on our 48 contracts. So not bad. However, because the stock predominantly just went sideways for the majority of the day after the initial couple hours, the options did not appreciate in value greatly because these are weekly options. So clearly, in order for them to appreciate further, as you can see, these expirations, limit orders, I said they just expired. That's what the message was there. In any case, the calculations are still valid that we had earlier. We're still expecting the stock to first hit a 67 level tomorrow, followed by 65 or lower if we get a break on higher volume, especially when we get to the 67 level. So we're keeping the trade overnight. The result is we started with 4,400 and ended up with 9,300. I know it's a bit confusing, especially if you're new. Like, hold on a second, you were at 10 grand earlier, right? When the stock was at like 71 or $70.50. Now it went another dollar, but you're like $700 less on the account. So just again, for clarity purposes, we went the whole day without the stock making any significant moves. It just basically went sideways. So we kind of lost about 4 hours of available time when these options could gain substantial traction if the stock would have just kept falling. So instead of doing that, it just stalled. Here I'll show you this part right here. So TLRY, so you can see basically where we ended up. So the cool thing, ITM, we're in the money, right? Earlier when we were buying them, the stock was at like 74, 75 bucks. It was positive for the day, plus $2 when we're getting into the position. We finished the day minus $2.45, which is it's not a big deal, right? But the idea is we're expecting the move to continue lower tomorrow. So overall, $4,900 profit, basically doubled, a little bit more than doubled for today. 48 contracts here, and we still got one little contract we bought um, the 64 puts. Okay, guys, we'll review the trade further tomorrow. Look, if you haven't taken some of the free courses or the free webinars that we offer, definitely click the link below this video. There's some incredible information recorded absolutely at no charge so you can advance your trading skills. Guys, take action. Click the link below right now and get the information so you can make this year your best trading year ever.
Okay, guys, the market just opened. We're 6 minutes into the trading session the next day after we took the TLRY trade. So the account is moving higher. Now, please disregard this 6,000 right here because that money was just came in as a wire today. We actually, the account, after taking the trade yesterday, you got to subtract that. Sorry if it's a bit more complex for you to understand the trade, but here it is. It's that deposit was scheduled there a few days ago. So here it is. Basically, still 48 contracts of TLRY. The stock trades now at 68.46. Remember, yesterday we were talking about it dropping to 67. We're making 8,300 on the trade, so 8,500 on the trade. So at this point, you know, we pretty much tripled the amount from yesterday. So yesterday we started at 4,400. Now the options are valued at $2.71. We're buying them yesterday at 90 cents. So if we go, yeah, that's exactly 300% right here. 30 times 3 is 27. So that's where we're at right now. Now, we're not closing the position yet. We're actually going to set some limit orders. And I do this every day, guys. And typically I set them before the market opens. Now, the market's been open for 8 minutes now. But I will go ahead and place these sell orders. Now, I've got a busy schedule today, so I may not be in front of my screen when these get executed. So just letting you guys know ahead of time. But we're going to set the first sell order at 3.5. And on the first 24, actually, we'll make it more like 3.8. I think that's got a high probability of executing. So that'll give us a credit for 9 grand. And the other 24, again, there is a probability if we break on high volume below 67, we can end up at 65 or 63 area. So what I want to do is I want to set the other ones to close the other 24. I want to set them to close at about, let's see, 24 minus 24 at, we'll close these guys at 5.5. Let's see that. That'll give us a credit for 13. So 13 plus 9, that'll put us basically at 24K to be closer to a full 500% trade. So there it is. Limit orders are set. I don't like the volume. This is a super low volume. So if the stock does not move to 67 like in the next 20 minutes, I would actually have to start closing this position out because I do not like this volume. I want to see the volume spike as the stock is dropping because if it drops on low volume, it could reverse easily. And I certainly don't want to be in this position. So here's the follow-up on the trade, guys. We'll watch it next 20 minutes and see what happens from there and do a quick review then. Okay, guys, here it is, the follow-up on the TLRY trade that we've gotten in literally about 72 hours ago. As you can see, these options expired today. Our calculation was proposing that TLRY was going to drop to a level of 67, 65, possibly a little bit under that. So these are the final hours of these options because the market's going to close in 4 hours and 4 minutes. And the trade so far has not been an easy trade, but this is where we're at. Last time I did a review on this, we were making, I think, about $9,900 on the trade. So now the trade is making 12K. We still are holding on to these 48 contracts, and we still got this one tiny little one right here. As you can see, it does make a difference, okay, the strike, depending on the expiration. So clearly the one where we're buying for just 17 cents, it was actually making money at some point, but now it's not. It's only worth 3 cents. Now, these 48 contracts, they are in the money. Our cost basis were 90 cents. Currently, these contracts are valued at $3.50. And guys, let me say this. A lot of traders ask me, okay, well, what's the deal? What is the actual deal when these contracts expire on Fridays? How much are they worth? So I've got the option chain pulled up here. So this is our strike right here. This is the position of the 70 strike puts. So all you got to do to calculate how much they're worth on the last day of expiration, you take 70, okay, less the current price of the stock, which is 66.50.
So the difference is literally how much your option is going to be worth. You know, that would be the intrinsic value. Now, clearly, if you're not trading weekly options, if you were to look at monthly expirations or same, you know, strike that expires maybe in a few weeks, then there would be extra premium because you would be paying for the privilege of having this contract for a longer time. There would be a time premium in these. But for the purpose of simple calculation, okay, again, you take 70, which was our strike. Now, if you remember, we're taking the trade when this stock was trading at 74, 75 level. We got it at 90 cents. The trade has not been easy again, because if I was to pull up the 5-day chart, so let me do this real quick right here for you guys. 5-day chart, this is how it actually looks on this thing, 5-day, 15-minute, so you can actually see exactly what was going on here. Let me try to maximize this out for you. Okay, so this is where we're getting the trade. So we were buying into this trade exactly when the stock was actually opening higher, right, in the expectation it was going to reverse. So if you guys have not taken our courses on the trend reversal, right, what we call the TRO, trend reversal opportunities, make sure you click the link below this video. Take advantage of this information so you would be able to execute trades like that on your own. Also, one of our top producers, Ron, is a senior trader with our organization now. You can click the link below. If you've been thinking about signing up for the alerts, but you haven't been sure and you want to just test the system and see how it's going to work for you, okay? Ron is training some of the new guys that are coming up, and they're trying to learn how to take advantage of the alerts, because essentially, guys, it's not the alerts that are important. It's being able to execute. So once you get the alert via phone, okay, you need to know specifically how to execute it to your advantage, to where your account is experiencing substantial growth. So if your account currently is just trending sideways, guys, kind of like the market's been doing for the last 2 months, you know, make sure you click the link below. Take advantage of the training that Ron has put together, because it's going to show you precisely what to do, when to do, and how to do it. And to summarize the trade so far, I'm not closing it out yet, okay? We're waiting for a slight break lower. If we were to close the trade out right now, so basically we're a little bit over 300% on this trade. Now, for those of you that are scalping, I know, guys, you know, some of these returns, they may sound a little bit out there, maybe not realistic. And I have a lot of traders that reach out to me daily asking me, well, Leonardo, what's going on? Okay, I've been trading for a while, but I'm not getting the kind of results that you're showing here. So what do I need to do? So the recommendation I would suggest is stop scalping, because, guys, that shit will drive you insane, because you're just chasing a couple of $100. Here's a trade that I've maintained and I've stayed in now for the course of the 4 days. As you can see, the trade was not, yeah, it was initially, the entry was good, the stock dropped, but look what it's been doing for the last, you know, couple of days. It's just been going sideways. On weekly options, when the stock goes sideways, it's really difficult to actually maintain the trade, because a lot of people, you know, they want to jump out, they want to get out of the trade. So what you want to do is you want to find enough reasons that would keep you in the trade, and you want to understand the trade. So if it's understanding of how to find the trades that you're looking for, take advantage of our courses. Again, click the link below. If you need help with execution, click the link below. Take Ron's training. It definitely will help you out. And here shortly, I'm actually going to close this trade live to show you specifically where we close the trade. We're going to wait just a little bit while longer, maybe another hour roughly, and you'll see exactly how this trade ended. So here it is, guys. We'll do a quick follow-up shortly.
Hey guys, I'm back. I have to close this trade out. I've got a hot date tonight, and I've got to leave right now. So actually, there's like 2 hours and 19 minutes left in the market trading hours. So typically, I would keep this trade on, but given the circumstances, I'm closing it out right now. Now, for those of you that want to stick with the trade, and maybe you're watching this video after the market hours, chances are, considering all the market conditions, that TLRY will pull back probably to about 66.50 again. So you could close this trade significantly at a better price. But look, I'm closing this out. I'm going to buy some trades out of this account for next week based on the observations I'm making right now. We can do a follow-up on that, but here it is, because I get some comments like, oh, sometimes you don't show how you close the trade and stuff like that. So here it is, guys, no problem. As you can see, here's my limit order that was set, and I could have closed it considerably higher, but you know, not every time you're going to be able to nail the exit perfectly. So here it is. We're going to try to get, let's see, it trades at 2.233. Let's see if we can get that. It's not 3 times the money, but at least it's considerably higher than where our cost was, right? So we're buying these again at 90 cents. We're cutting them loose right now at about 2.20. So it's not closing out at that level. So let's see if we can get it. We'll just lower it just a tiny little bit. Boom, 2.18. See if we can get a bite right there. May have to go all the way to 2.1 to get this done. 2.1, 2.1. Yeah, that's got to close out. I mean, that's the intrinsic value, right? So boom, as you guys can see, some of you that ask me a question all the time, okay, well, I'm afraid to hold them all the way through the end, whatever. It doesn't matter, okay, because here's the deal. Again, how do you calculate? 70 was the strike. Okay, you subtract the 61.80 or 67.81 or 67.89. That's what the option is worth. It's worth $2.10 no matter what, right? So here it is. We'll close out the rest of it, which is now the 24 contracts. Done. Let's do this right here. We can try to actually 2.15. I hate to close it right here, guys, but again, not for this hot date, I wouldn't be closing this trade right now, but it is what it is. You got to just make decisions like this sometimes. So, okay, so the trade is done. Okay, you can see 16,151 now. Again, we started the account with 4,400. In the meantime, there was 6,000 wire that got into it. So basically, we took 4,400 into about 10K plus within the course of about 72 hours. Here's the trade, guys. You clearly saw I could have done substantially better if I closed the trade earlier. So not every trade is going to be perfect, but again, the calculations are the key. And if you guys are trying to learn how to calculate these trades, how you can get proficient at this to the point to where, hey, if you had to take a smaller profit because you got a hot girl waiting for you, you know, you can go ahead and cut your trade loose a little bit early and still feel good about it. Okay, so here it is, guys. If you're trying to learn, click the links below. Watch some information that could help you make this trade in the year your best trade in the year ever. I'll catch you guys in the next video.